So I'm going to tow with my tow with my Outlander. Right now I'm going to pick up my F23A1 and pick up a junk motor that I had in my Equinox. And I'm going to drop it off. This is my mom's house at the moment, so I'm going to drive it to my house, drop off the F23A1, and then I'm going to junk the Equinox motor. Then I'm also going to junk my two furnaces I had in my previous house and my current house, so you'll get to see that. My F23 is back here. It's been sitting outside, and once I take the covers off and once I put it on an engine stand, I'm definitely gonna have to get a wire brush on a drill and do some cleaning. Let's see. And the motor is still good. I just took it out of the Prelude so I can see what the F20B could do. I got a good deal on the F20B, so I decided for the meantime, I'm not sure exactly how far I can go with the F23A1. Let's throw the F20B in there. I see some good numbers with the F20B, so there she is, and that's her. And I got more work to do, actually. I got some intake work to do on this F23, and I do want to do exhaust work as well. I got some good ideas for exhaust work, so there'll be some videos later on of me showing you what the modifications I'm going to do to it. I still have to find a vehicle to throw it in, or maybe, who knows, maybe we'll end up back in the same vehicle that it came out of. Alright, I got both of the engines in right now, and I just got to strap it in. Sorry for the low lighting, but I got the F23 and the 3.4 out of the 05 Equinox. That's a junk one, and it's raining, so that was pretty tough getting it onto the trailer. I almost fell getting that Equinox engine in. So let's see. You know, for having that weight on the tongue, it's really not. It's not squatting in the back of the Outlander. There's probably like a 5-finger gap. Okay, maybe it's squatting a little bit, because that's like 7 fingers right there. About 7 fingers, but yeah. I'll have to update you guys as I go, because I will be dropping this stuff off in the morning, so it'll be light and you'll be able to see what I'm working with. I'm just worried about the CVT transmission, to be honest, but I think I'll be alright. Alright, got the Outlander, got the trailer hooked up, and I probably have close to 1,300 pounds in here. I got my furnace from my old furnace from my current house, an engine from my Equinox that I bought to sell, and a couple heating pipes for the furnace, exhaust manifold for the 5th gen Prelude, so one of those eBay ones, or DC, whatever that is. I have an exhaust system there for the Outlander, and yeah, should be close. Just the weight, trailer not included, should be close to 1,200 or 1,300. I can't remember what the trailer weighs, but I'll figure that out. I want to see how the Outlander pulls. She's squatting a little bit. No, she's squatting a decent amount. We'll see. Alright, so let's get going. Start her up. It's 35 degrees out, so it's pretty cold. Turn that down. I'll keep it in front wheel drive mode. Let's see. Going up a hill here, and you can definitely feel the trailer behind us. You can definitely feel that trailer tugging on it, tugging on the back here. Yeah, it's super cold, and it feels like one of the trailer tires are like...
Way to get to Whitey's Metal Recycling by car is via Pennsylvania 502 East, and will take about 16 minutes in light traffic.
Okay. Yeah, one of the tires feel like it's has a hard spot on it. It's been sitting overnight with the weight in there. Okay, buddy. All right. Yeah, so I feel a little thump when it's driving, but yeah, you can, the engine definitely fills a trailer, I tell you that. And it has 180,000 on it, so that transmission is, I wouldn't say it's at the end of life, but that transmission definitely shows a little bit of age. CVT. This is a 2.4 CVT, and but it's doing all right for towing what it's towing. You know, I don't know how it would do towing like an actual auto transport. You know, with an actual vehicle on the back. That'll be kind of scary. But so far so good. I mean, backing up in the yard with just with like the two engines in the back, backing up into the grass yard, it was, I don't know if it was just a CVT thing, that it was just groaning trying to reverse. I mean, I wasn't punching it or anything, but it was definitely groaning, you know, making some noise. So, alright. You can see the trailer back there. Sorry, I try to get this thing mounted to my to the moonroof glass like I usually do on the Prelude, and for some odd reason it doesn't want to stick. I think the roof glass is kind of curved and it's not allowing the suction to work, so I'm just going to hold this in my hand and just go over what how it feels towing. The trailer, that combined weight is probably more than half of this vehicle weight for a 2008 Mitsubishi Outlander 2.4 CVT. They weigh about 3,600 pounds, and the weight that I'm pulling is about 1,300. The one furnace weighs about 600, probably 650. The new one weighed about 650, and the new one was slightly smaller. And so I'm guessing that The old one probably weighs about the same, 600, 650. Then that smaller furnace, I'm going to guesstimate that to be about 400 pounds. And the engine, I'm going to guesstimate that's a 3.4 out of an 05 Equinox. I'm going to guesstimate that to be about 300 pounds. So you got 600, you got 4, and you got 3. So we'll say about 1,300 pounds, plus, the miscellaneous pipes that I got in the back. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe we'll go with 1,400 pounds. And the trailer, I'm not sure how much the trailer weighs. I want to say the trailer is about 600 or 700. I can't remember, but I pulled them around all the time at work, and they're not too hard to pull around. So I'm gonna guess around 600. I gotta go back on the website and look. But so far, just cruising down the street on a flat plane, it does pretty good. You can feel the rear end being tugged a little bit on the small imperfections of the road. That rear end is being tugged just a little bit. It's noticeable. Whereas if I was driving my mom's Suburban, she has an 01 1500 Chevy Suburban, you can't really feel the trailer back there. With a bigger trailer, even like an auto transport, you don't feel it as much. And one thing that I did notice, pulling the two engines last night, the F23 and the Equinox motor, the braking definitely changed. You definitely got to allow yourself some room to slow down. And I'm sure the vehicle could slow down in the proper distance if needed, but I felt that I had to press the pedal just a little bit more to get the same stopping distance that where I would usually stop. So taking off from hills, you definitely feel the weight. I take off slow. It's a CVT, and you don't want to be going too hard on a CVT. So
turn right onto Pennsylvania 502 East Springbrook Avenue.
So I take my time when I'm taking off. I feel like that's one of CVT's weak spots is taking off, and you gotta get it.
Second right onto Pennsylvania 502 East Springbrook Avenue.
You gotta get it rolling a little bit before you start putting your foot into it. So I don't know if I would pull a bigger trailer or not. I've been thinking about it.
Continue on Pennsylvania 502 East for 3 miles.
Also thought about pulling the vehicle, but I think if I was in a pinch, I would pull a vehicle if I was in a pinch. I thought about doing the 2-wheel dollies, the tow dollies from U-Haul with a single axle, dragging a vehicle like that. And I think it would do okay. And the gas mileage wasn't terrible when I was towing last night. I got it was combined, but it was mostly with the trailer, half with the trailer being empty and half with the trailer being loaded. I was about 17 or 18 miles per gallon city. I can't really call that city, that's kind of like town, some back roads, so I did alright. So I got the Outlander here sitting on the scale. 6540. With everything on there, so. Yeah, that rear is squatting. I'll see if I get some before and after. Once the weight is taken out of the rear. Yeah, 6540 it's showing. So the Outlander is 3,600 pounds. 6540. I mean, Outlander's probably about 37, 38 with the crap I got in the back of it, tools and such. So I'm pulling just a hair under 2,000. So trailer is now empty, and I'm pulling back on the scale. I think it was 6720 with me in the vehicle. We'll see what it is. Put it in full drive mode just so I can back things up, and I don't want to. Kind of muddy. I don't want to play around and get stuck. So let's see. Back it up and straighten her out. And let's see what we're at. So we're at 5390, 5400. So okay. Without the weight on the back, it's sitting much better. It'll probably go up a little bit more once I get the trailer off, but oh yeah. So I'm just gonna wash. I don't really have to wash the trailer. I can just sweep it out, but while I have the Outlander dirty, I might as well wash the trailer with it. So I'm just gonna rinse it down for now, and I'll probably end up cleaning it one more time during the winter. I'll just spray the dirt out real quick.